Alrighty, so we have a circuit breaker here that's not getting any power to a air conditioning unit. So we are going to we have a new double pole to put in here. We're going to take our cover off. So let's pull our breaker out. And we'll see what gauge wire we have here. We have number 12. So here in the country I was born in, we use 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. And this is number 12, and we're going to put a 20 amp breaker on it. We have our terminals here, and what we're going to do, we're going to twist our strands together so we get a good connection inside of our terminals. So we'll take our pliers and we'll just twist our strands together here so we get them all together nice. And see how that got all mangled up in the connector on the breaker? So we're going to just twist them together. See how we have a nice twist now? Okay, so we'll put our wires into our terminal. Since this is a 220, 240 volt circuit, it doesn't matter which wire goes in which hole. And we'll put our other wire down in our terminal there. I push down on it to make sure it goes in all the way. Okay, now I'll just torque it really good here. So we have our good connection now, so we'll stick our put it in the off position, put it into our box. There it is. So now we'll just make sure our screws aren't going to hit any of the wires there. Make sure all our breakers are seated in the holes properly here. Let's put our cover back on. One, two. I'll just make sure our breakers are all seated in properly and not pinched behind the cover here. Alrighty, so that is how to replace a double pole 220 240 volt breaker here in the country I was born in. We use 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps, and this is a commercial building. You put 10 American wire gauge on 30 amps, 8 American wire gauge on 40 amps, 6 American wire gauge on 50 amps. And not much 14 used in commercial, and 14 will be put on a 15 amp breaker for both 110, 120, and also 220, 240. Peace. Thanks for watching.